Hi guys, so I will be showing you two Python script output now. So this is the first one and I hope you find this cool. So this animation or you can say drawing is being made using Python script. Another one is this one. So again this drawing or you can say animation is being made using Python script only. And the module that we have used to make this is called Turtle, and this is a pre-installed Python package, so you don't have to explicitly install it using pip. So if you like this, please continue watching this entire video, and in this video we will learn all the basics of this Python module. So I have opened my Python idle now, and let's import Turtle. Next thing I'll write is Turtle again, and Turtle again, but this time with capital T, and assign this whole thing to a variable. Now you can obviously name this variable anything, and let's run this. So what we get is a white screen with an arrow right in the center. Okay, now let's write some code. So let me write this module function called forward, and this takes some distance in pixels. So let me provide 100 here. All right, this arrow was initially right here in the center, but it quickly moved and came here. Now in similar fashion, if I write instead of forward, I write backward. So let's see what will happen. So again, it quickly moved forward some distance and then came back to its original position because both forward and backward distance are same. Since this is being done too quickly, let's change the speed of this. I guess speed value can be given in the range 1 and 10. So let me choose 1 and let me run this again. Cool. So you can see that by default, the direction of this arrow is towards the right direction, right? But what if you want to turn it around? So basically, what if you want to make it something like this, move it downwards? So for that purpose, we have a function called right. So let me use the right function. And in the parenthesis, we provide an angle which is in degrees. So for example, if I want to turn the arrow towards the downward direction, so I will write t dot right, and in the parenthesis, I will provide the 90-degree angle. So let me run it and you will be able to see this. Yeah, so it moved forward, then it came backward to its original position, and it moved, like it turned around downwards. Now what if I remove this and want to make a square shape? Okay, so let's see now how we can make a square using all this that I have taught so far. So initially the arrow is towards the right direction. So if we want to make a square, let's move some distance forward. Okay, again the arrow is towards the right direction. Now what I want to do is I want to move it downwards. So I'll turn it 90-degree downwards. So now this has turned towards the downward direction, and again I'll write t dot forward. Okay, and it will stop here, let's say. Now again we want it to move to this direction. So let's see, like what would be the angle to move it to the left direction. So if you notice carefully, if we turn it 90-degree again towards the right direction only, it will be pointing towards this direction. So if I write 90-degree here, and here also it was right 90-degree, and here it was forward, and again here it will be forward again, and this will stop right here, forward. Again, we want it to move towards the top direction. So for this, again, we want to turn this arrow towards 90-degree right direction, and that will turn it like this. And again, if we choose forward, then it will ultimately make this whole square. Okay, so let's follow all these steps. So T dot forward 100, then T dot right 90-degree, and this thing actually repeats of 4 times. So let me simply copy paste this 4 times. You can clearly see in this drawing that I have mentioned at all steps. And let's run this. So I hope you were able to understand this whole concept, how we made the square. So now let's move on to the next thing, which is like changing the background color, changing the pen color. Okay, so this T is kind of acting like a pen only, right? Real life pen. You move it forward, so it will move forward. You turn it 90-degree right, so it will turn 90-degree right. And similarly, I missed out one, which was T dot left. So if you again mention some degree like 90-degree, so it will turn towards that direction 90-degree. So let's write T dot forward 100, and let's run this so that it's visible for you and it's easier to understand that way. So I hope you were able to see that this turned 90-degree towards the left direction. Now let's see how we can change the screen color as well as the pen color. So for that, let's write T dot screen dot bg color, and I prefer black, so I'll write black here. And similarly, if we write T dot color, so it will change the pen color. Now let's run this again. My apologies, guys. There's no underscore here. It's just without an underscore. So yeah, now it works perfect. Now again, what if you want to make the pen thicker? So for that, let's write T dot pen size. And here also you can provide a numeric value. Let's try out 5. Yeah, so that's like thick enough. So we made a square earlier, and I'll quickly write the code for that again. So I have written this code for the square since the T dot forward and T dot right was repeating for 4 times earlier. So I wrote a for loop for the same, and this will also enable us for making the square. But what if we want to fill the square with some color? So for that, there is another function T dot begin fill, and if you will begin it, then you'll have to end this as well. So let's run this now. And yeah, but again, what if you want to change the color? So here in the T dot color, the second parameter that you will provide will mean for the begin and end fill color. So if we write blue here, for example, so you can see it fills it with the blue color. Now let's do one thing. Let's create a function for this. So def square. Okay, and what if we want to make another square, but away from it, like not exactly adjacent to it, but some distance away from it? So for that, we have a function called pen up and pen down. So just like in real life, you want to draw this square here and another square here. So obviously in real life you will have to lift your pen up then only you will be able to draw a square properly away from it, right? Away from this one. So similarly, in Python also, for this library, you gotta do the same thing. So what I'll do, I'll write t dot pen up and t dot pen down. And here, what we can write, we can maybe write t dot forward and maybe 200. So let's run this. Oh yeah, we forgot to call square function. So let's do that as well. Let's run this now, and I hope this will, yeah. So we got our expected output. Now there is another function called goto. So I hope you remember xy axis, the coordinate system, right? This is the x-axis and this is the y-axis. So I hope you all remember this. So goto takes x coordinate first, then the y coordinate. And for example, like this is the first square, right? And you want to make another square somewhere here. So what you can do, hit the subscribe button, guys. But write some positive x-axis distance, for example 200. Okay, 200. And some y positive direction distance, like maybe 200 again. Okay, so I have chosen these coordinates for making another square which is diagonal to the previous one. So let's see this now. So in goto, I'll first provide the x distance and then the y distance. And let's run this. Yeah, so we got our expected output. Cool, right? So let's now learn how you can make a circle. So for that, we will write t dot circle, and the first parameter is the radius. So let's say 100, and the second parameter is the x, like the degree of the circle. So for example, a full circle is total 360 degree, 360 degree, and a semicircle is like 180 degree. This is just a normal math, right? And similarly, a quarter of a circle is like 90 degree. So let's try out all this. First of all with 360. So it makes your full circle. Now if I write 180, cool, semicircle, and 94 quarter of a circle. Cool. So if you notice that when we made the semicircle, so our arrow is pointing towards the left direction, and what if I turn it left by 90 degree, so it will actually point downwards. And if I move this distance, which is equal to the diameter of this circle, so basically 200 in this case. So if I move 200 distance forward, so it will complete our D, like the alphabet D, capital D. So let's see. We make the circle, then we write t dot left 90 and t dot forward 200. So if I run this now, all right, cool. So we have made our capital letter D now, and that's all, guys. Like only this much basics is required for making the stuff like I showed you earlier. It's just that you need to play a lot with this Python package, because the more you randomly play with loops and functions like t dot circle, t dot forward randomly. So you can actually make a lot of cool designs with this, and I can show you some samples with this as well. So this was one of the output of my own student who learned from me and created this beautiful design, and you can see the code for that as well in the screenshot. And like, just she used 3 4 lines of code and she made this amazing thing. And so can you just need to play with this. This is another one of my cool students output, and I really loved this one. And this was the last one that I wanted to show you, and this is again another cool one. So if you make something like this, please let me know in the comment section. And if you have any query regarding this, you can again put that into the comment section. And if you really like this tutorial and want more stuff like this, so please subscribe my channel, guys. Thanks for watching.